success is individual. Now, Dad, could you kind of give us the thought process behind that idea? Success is individual. Does that mean it's subjective? It's whatever you want it to be? Or is there something different that's going on?
Yeah, I think the main thing with success being individual is every man is an individual. And that's what men have a tendency, we all compare to each other.
Yeah.
It's just a natural thing we do.
Yep.
And so you walk into a room, you're comparing yourself to everybody in that room. It's just something that's in men. But we have to understand that our success will look different from every other person. It doesn't mean it's subjective. It means success is universal in a lot of fundamentals that you apply to your life, but what it looks like is very different for each individual man.
Yeah.
Every man has things they're into, their hobbies, their family, where they're from in society.
Yep.
So their success looks different. If you own a business and you're a plumber, your business, what you do in life will look very different from a guy who's an investment banker.
Right.
You can both be successful, but it will look different because you're both individuals. And I think as men, we have to understand that who we are really defines our success in a lot of ways by not comparing it to other people, but really comparing it with, okay, am I doing my best?
Yeah.
Am I giving my all? Where am
Right.
I in these areas of my life?
Yeah, no, that's very good. I think to define it in like a tweetable way, when it comes to success, the principles are the same,
Yeah.
but the process is different.
Yeah.
The principles are universal while the process is individual. I think a lot of times we stress ourselves out because we get the process mixed up with the principle.
Yeah.
So we look at social media, right? And everybody's saying, hey, you got to do it this way.
Yeah.
This is the way. You know, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have seen on like Instagram or Facebook or something, that millionaire guy who's
Yeah.
like, oh, I made $1 billion
Yeah.
by sitting on my couch and you can do it too.
Yeah.
You know, for him, what he's selling to you is this idea of success looking a very specific way. So he's thinking about the process.
Yeah.
And if we get caught in that mindset, that success looks like a certain set of actions, it looks like
Yeah.
a process for us, then comparison becomes very stressful.
Yeah.
Because comparison turns into, I should be doing what that guy's doing.
Yeah.
I need to be doing what he's doing.
Yeah. And what we do is we don't take the good that we're doing. We kind of discount it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't look like him, so I'm a failure.
Yeah.
When you may be healthy, the goal is health. The goal is not to have a certain body type look, you know. And so what we want to do is make sure we're being realistic, but also we are pushing ourselves.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you think of a playground. When kids have a playground and there's no fence, they tend to stay in the middle. They all do the same thing. But when you give the kids a fence, they tend to spread out into that area. They'll run around their play. So they've done studies on this with children. Children feel more free when they know the boundaries.
That's good.
And I think for men, it's the same thing. We're like, okay, there are some basics of success. That's the fence. But everything in between is something you can do. Your playing in the playground looks different from the other kid playing, but you're both playing and you're both in that realm.
Yeah.
And so what we have to do is figure out, okay, what are the basics?
Yeah.
You know, we call them the fundamentals.
Yeah.
And then what am I doing within those to give my very best? That's what success looks like for a lot of men.